there's so much to do and experience in Utah's outdoors, and you don't have to own your own ATV or equipment to experience it all. Bob Grove with Road Trippin' with Bob and Mark is here to share 5 of the best adventure tours to take this Labor Day or any time of the year, because you have personally tried each of these, so you're giving your stamp of approval.
I have, and yes, the reason I chose them is because I have personal experience, and they are all phenomenal.
And would you say these are types of things good for families, all ages, or more adult?
Yeah, they are. I chose these adventures because they are good multi-generational type of adventures, what we call soft adventure that, grandkids to grandparents can do together.
I love that when you can get the whole family to do, and the kids always like, even teenagers love this type of thing because it has that sense of adventure in it.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, let's start with one of your favorites, the Jeep tours in Kanab. I saw Jeep tours, I thought Moab, but no, you're saying Kanab.
Oh no, there's more than just Moab
Yeah.
for Jeep tours. This East Zion Adventure, so they specialize on the east side of Zion National Park, where most people don't visit. So you're going to places and seeing things that most visitors don't see. And they've got a wonderful Jeep adventure out of their new office in Kanab. They have operations at their ranch, Zion Ponderosa Ranch Resort, Orderville, and Kanab. And this one goes up near Coral Pink Sand Dunes, up to a place called Red Knoll, where you get this phenomenal panoramic vista of the skyline of Zion National Park. You go around some sandstone monoliths. It's just a really phenomenal and beautiful. The scenery is just drop dead gorgeous.
And so in these pictures I'm seeing, so someone's driving you, you're a passenger in this situation, so you don't have to worry about that.
You can see these modified Jeeps that they have them kind of stadium-like seating in the back, where you can sit and enjoy the tour.
And next we are talking about Moab, but there's no Jeep here. You're talking Hummers in Moab.
Well, I deliberately wanted this one. This is High Point Hummer Tours in Moab that takes you on Hummer tours. Now, these are the old military-style Hummers, the H1s. They're phenomenal. I swear they could climb up a straight wall, but they go on a wonderful trail called Hell's Revenge in the Sand Flats Recreation Area in Moab, and I gotta tell you, that is a thrill ride. I have taken a lot of families on that.
That looks like a thrill, a little nerve-wracking. You're trying to hold the kids so they don't fall out.
Oh, there's a little bit of screaming like on roller coasters, so, but they have a lot of fun on that.
These are people who do it all the time. I'm sure safety measures are in place.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so next is Wild Expeditions in Bluff, Utah. I have to admit, I didn't look these up, but where is Bluff?
Bluff is on the east side of, it's about 50 miles north of Monument Valley. That's probably the east end, and south of Moab, so in between there. And it's right up against the San Juan River, so the San Juan River rafting and stand-up paddleboarding, canoeing, kayaking is one of the popular things to do out there. There's a wonderful river trip on the San Juan River. It's in an archaeological area where it's in the Trail of the Ancients, Cedar Mesa, Bears Ear area, so there's a lot of archeological sites.
Yeah, that's what those pictures were showing, so you get to get educated too.
Yeah, and the river itself is warm, and so it's like bathwater. You can jump in and enjoy it. So that's one of the things to do in Bluff.
And is this something that's also guided, and so they can tell you where these petroglyphs and things are, and you jump out?
Absolutely. They got the big Kachina Wall, the River House Ruin, and many others along this stretch. So it's very educational and so much fun for families. The other thing is the canyoneering. This is where you can go to have more of an introduction to canyoneering. They have a canyon there called Calf Canyon that's right behind Twin Rocks, a famous formation there. And this is a great place to introduce canyoneering, hiking, rappelling, stemming, bridging, all of it. I had a family that had 78-year-old grandmother going down with 9-year-old granddaughter into this canyon.
And this is something where you're kind of mixing and matching your adventure. Do you pick which of those things you do, or do all the expeditions have each of these elements?
You can pick what you want, or you can do them all.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like a hoot to do with your grandma and the grandkids. Okay, up next, another place, I'm not sure I know where it is, Hanksville, Utah.
Okay, now Hanksville is in Wayne County. That's kind of at the crossroads of Highway 95 and 24 near Capitol Reef National Park. There's a desert there east of Capitol Reef called the Caneville Desert. This is where you go exploring Mars.
Oh, wow.
The Bentonite Hills of the Caneville Desert. There's actually a Mars Desert Research Center there, station, and Burpee Dinosaur Quarry, the Bentonite Hills, the Moonscape Overlook. This is where you land on another planet, go on a guided tour with Hanksville Tours, and go into this area and see landscapes of Utah that you won't see anywhere else in the state.
And are these, this seems like it would be a whole day. Are these multiple day adventures, most of these? Or?
This is like a half day tour.
Okay.
So a half day tour, you start in the morning, you get done by early afternoon.
And explain a little bit more about what's involved in this type of tour. You get out a lot, it sounds like, so you can experience
Yeah,
the
this
landscape.
is a UTV tour, a side-by-side tour. So you're driving your own, you have a guide up ahead in his machine, and then you're following along in your own individual machines.
So you're driving. I know some people, I won't mention names, maybe me, like to drive their own vehicle. So this is one where you're driving yourself.
This is one where you can drive your own machine.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Mars, go experience Mars. And finally, Sundance Resort, somewhere a lot of us know and love, but I've never done the zip line tour.
There's no way I could do this segment without talking about zip lining. This is one of the greatest adventures for multi-generational that kids can do with their parents and grandparents. Sundance is the primo spot. I mean, they've got 4 lines that you can go down, 2,100 vertical feet of drop, almost 2 miles of zip lining on 4 different spans with dual lines side by side, and you can control your speed. It's lift service, so you're taking the lifts up to the top of the spans and coming down. You can reach speeds up to 65 miles an hour, but you're controlling it yourself. So you can go slower, you can brake, you can stop, take pictures, but it's an amazing experience at
I've
Sundance.
never had that on a zip line, so you get to control, because that's what scares a lot of people, is just the speed.
Yeah, you can control your speed. And so this one is kind of like an amusement park thrill ride, so it depends on, you know, whether you can ride or not is dictated by age, weight, and height.
Okay.
And we've seen that amusement park. So
Yeah.
if you meet all those qualifications, you can go.
And how long of an experience are we talking about with this?
It's about a 2-hour.
Okay, so fun. And then you can do all the other things there are to do at Sundance, make it a whole day.
Sundance is such a wonderful getaway, such a great escape from the city, and not so far away. It's right here in our backyard.
Let's talk about you, your website, where people can get in touch with you, and what do you have going on?
And we're going to have more information about all these places with links to them, so you can get the rates and the times and the dates and everything at roadtrippingwithbobandmark.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
A
you.
lot of those I've never done, and I'm ready.